Berthold Woltze was a German artist, illustrator, and art teacher active in the second half of the 19th century. He is not as well known as his contemporaries, though his paintings, which were known as problem pictures, became world famous. Hi and welcome to Woah History. Today, we will show you how a little-known great artist, Berthold Woltze, became lost to history. He was born in the German town of Havelberg, which was by all accounts a rather boring town, which wasn't well known for anything in particular. In fact, it was most famous for its very old monastery. That doesn't sound very exciting. This bleak little town in the middle of nowhere Germany was about to become a very colorful place, as young Berthold developed his skills as an artist at a very young age. It seems to be a constant theme amongst young artists, and almost stereotypical at this point. But like the other great artists before him, he shipped himself off to art school. Who would have guessed? He soon impressed his teachers with his proficiency with a brush and canvas. So much so that he was soon offered a permanent teaching position. As if teaching wasn't hard enough, he decided to share his art with the rest of the town by submitting hundreds of paintings to the illustrated weekly newspaper Gartenlob. Amazingly, they loved his art and published much of it weekly, and he soon became a well-known local artist. Maybe some of these small-time frames went to his head, or maybe he was just content to stay local, but for whatever reason, he remained in the small city of Weimar for the rest of his life. You could say he missed his big shot, but to each his own. We mentioned before that Woltze wasn't a world-famous artist. He wasn't highly sought after, no one asked for his autographs, and high-ranking officials and nobility paid him little attention. In fact, if it weren't for his incredible paintings that focused around domestic scenes from the lives of simple people, his name would have been forgotten completely. It would be a great disservice to not mention his masterpieces. After all, they still hold the fabric of his reality to this day. He built his paintings on the genre known as a problem picture, which was a subgenre of film that became very well known in Britain toward the end of the 19th century. This subgenre of film urged supposition as to the narrative of the film, even to the point where it became the subject of columns in newspapers and letters to newspapers between the years of 1880 and 1900. Some of his many artful visions have an undeniable element of tension, like the one titled Letter, which depicts a young mother leaning on a wall with a vacant expression after having just read the contents of a letter, while her young daughter demands her attention in the meantime. On the other hand, some of these visions are straightforward snapshots of life caught from the side, in which the social circumstance is more suggestive than anything the human characters are doing or expressing, like the one titled In the Tavern. But without a shadow of a doubt, Berthold Woltze's most well-known piece of art is 1874's The Annoying Gentleman. This work is also known as The Irritating Gentleman and The Annoying Cavalier, in imitation of the German title Der lustige Kavalier. A train carriage scene is depicted in The Annoying Gentleman. In this scene, a young woman is seen dressed in black, possibly a sign of mourning or out of the exceptional reserve. At the same time, a self-satisfied man, smartly dressed, splays above the separation behind her with an inferring smile, as if to interact with her in a flirtation. The fact that the viewer quickly realizes that there is a human element missing from this otherwise excellent genre composition is what causes them to pause. The audience can see that the young woman's eyes are not merely clear, because she is in fact crying right before their very eyes. The individual may then notice the uncomfortable expression on the face of the other passenger. However, double portrait leaves more room for expression and interpretation. A garden or park serves as the setting for a conversation between two young women. There is a possibility that they are cousins or sisters. The more experienced one has just spilled the beans to the more inexperienced one, and the younger one is sitting there picking the petals off a daisy flower. The younger person appears delightedly surprised and interested, as if waiting for the older person to continue speaking. At a quick glance, his art might not seem very captivating, but upon closer inspection, you soon see there's more to his portrayals than meet the eye. With his obvious yet subtle emotional scenes, he soon draws you in, until it seems as if you can connect with the inanimate scenes. Sadly, Berthold Woltze passed away at a young age, in the year 1896, in the city of Weimar, which he had adopted as his home, His son, Peter Woltze, who was born in 1860 and died in 1925, was a well-known architect and painter, much unlike his father. Thank goodness that even though Berthold Woltze's career was largely unremarkable, his masterpieces survived, keeping alive the spirit of the mysterious man who we could still appreciate today. This concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Why do you think Berthold Woltze was lost to history? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more videos like this, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching Woah History. See you next time.